The bustling streets of Manhattan were no stranger to chaos, but today felt different. A sharp December wind howled through the towering skyscrapers, chilling everyone to the bone. Among the hurried crowd, a man in a tattered coat and worn-out shoes stumbled to the ground. His face was pale, his hands trembling as he clutched his chest. People paused, their gazes lingering before moving on. Phones were out, capturing the spectacle, but no one stepped forward to help. A black limousine rolled to a stop nearby. From it emerged Barron Trump, his tall frame striking against the bleak city backdrop. Known for his composed demeanor and luxurious lifestyle, no one expected him to notice, let alone care. But he did. Barron's sharp blue eyes scanned the man, his face flickering with concern. He crouched beside him, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Call 911, he barked at his driver, his voice steady yet urgent. The man's cracked lips moved, barely audible. "Help me." Barron's expression softened. "I've got you." Paramedics arrived within minutes, loading the frail man onto a stretcher. As they wheeled him away, something caught Barron's eye, a crumpled piece of paper slipping from the man's pocket. Without hesitation, he picked it up. The note, scrawled in shaky handwriting, read, "To anyone who finds this, I'm sorry I failed. Please take care of my daughter. Her name is Lily." Barron's heart pounded. A million questions raced through his mind. Who was this man? Where was Lily? Why did this feel personal? He slipped the note into his pocket, his mind made up. He wasn't going to let this plea go unanswered. "Follow the ambulance," he instructed his driver. The hospital smelled of antiseptic and desperation. Barron sat stiffly in the waiting room, ignoring the curious stares. When the doctor finally emerged, Barron was on his feet instantly. "How is he?" "Stable for now," the doctor replied. "But he's malnourished and suffering from exhaustion. Do you know him?" Barron hesitated. "Not really, but I found this." He handed over the note. The doctor frowned. "He hasn't mentioned a daughter." "Can I see him?" The doctor nodded. As Barron stepped into the dimly lit room, he felt a pang in his chest. The man looked so fragile. Suddenly, the man stirred, his eyes fluttering open. "Lily!" he rasped. "Where is she?" Barron leaned in. "Where is she?" The man's eyes filled with tears. "Promise me you'll find her." Barron gripped his hand. "I promise." Tracking the man's address led Barron to a rundown apartment. He knocked, his pulse racing. A small voice answered. "Who is it?" Barron's heart clenched. "I'm here to help." The door creaked open, revealing a little girl no older than 6. Her wide, fearful eyes met his. She clutched a stuffed bunny to her chest, its ear nearly torn off. "Are you Lily?" Barron asked softly. She nodded, lip trembling. "Where's Daddy?" Barron crouched to her level. "He's in the hospital, but he's going to be okay. Can I come in?" Lily hesitated before stepping aside. The apartment was cold, bare. Barron swallowed hard. This wasn't just about finding Lily. It was about saving her. "Do you like pizza?" he asked, breaking the silence. Her eyes lit up, then quickly dimmed. "Daddy says we can't afford it." "Well, today's special," Barron said with a smile. "Let's get pizza." For the first time, Lily smiled, a small, shy curve of her lips. Barron's chest tightened. How long had it been since she felt happiness? They ate on the floor, laughing as Lily wiped sauce from her chin. For a moment, the bleakness melted away. That night, as Barron tucked Lily into bed, he made a silent vow. This wasn't temporary. He wasn't going to walk away. The next morning, Barron visited the hospital. As he entered the room, he froze. A woman in a dark coat stood by the bed, clipboard in hand. "Who are you?" Barron asked. The woman turned, startled. "I could ask you the same." "I'm a friend," Barron said cautiously. She sighed. "I'm a social worker. This man is in bad shape. I've been trying to find any family for his daughter." "Lily is fine," Barron said firmly. "She's with me." The social worker raised an eyebrow. "With you? Who are you?" Barron hesitated. "Oh, someone who cares." "Caring isn't enough," she said. "Lily needs stability. And her father, he might not recover." Barron clenched his fists. He wasn't going to let Lily end up lost in the system, but how could he prove he was what she needed? Back at the apartment, Barron found an old photo album. Lily pointed to a woman in one of the pictures. "That's Mommy," she whispered. "Where is she now?" Barron asked gently. Lily's face fell. She went to heaven. Barron's heart ached. He turned another page and saw something strange. A group photo of Lily's father with men in uniforms. They looked serious, almost scared. "Who are they?" he asked. Lily shrugged. "Daddy doesn't talk about them." A knock at the door interrupted them. Barron opened it cautiously. A tall man in a leather jacket smirked. "I'm looking for Lily's dad," he said. "He owes me." Barron's stomach dropped. "He's not here." The man stepped closer, voice dropping to a whisper. "Well, when you see him, tell him time's up." Barron shut the door, heart racing. Who was this man? What kind of trouble was Lily's father in? He needed answers, fast. The next day, Barron met with his private investigator. The truth was darker than he imagined. Lily's father, Ethan Clark, had been part of a covert operation overseas. He had uncovered corruption, tried to expose it, and was abandoned by the system. Now powerful people wanted him dead. Barron's stomach churned. This wasn't just about a struggling father. This was about survival. "I found something else," the investigator said. "The man who came to the apartment? He's not just a debt collector. He's connected to the people hunting Ethan." Barron's chest tightened. Protecting Lily and Ethan wasn't just about kindness anymore. It was about life or death. Fearing for their safety, Barron moved Lily to a secluded cabin. One night she whispered, "There was a man outside." Barron's heart pounded. He needed to act now. That night he uploaded the files Ethan had risked his life for, exposing the corruption. The next morning headlights appeared outside. 3 men stepped out. "Hand over the files," one sneered, "and maybe we'll let you walk away." Barron's pulse raced. "I don't have them anymore." Wrong answer. The door slammed open. Chaos erupted. Barron fought with everything he had. Just as he was losing ground, sirens wailed. His investigator arrived with the police. The men were arrested, it was over. But Barron knew it wasn't just luck. It was his choice to fight that had saved them. Weeks later, Ethan recovered. Lily was safe. As Barron tucked her into bed one night, she handed him a drawing, him, Ethan, and her holding hands under a bright sun. "You're our hero," she said, smiling. Barron's eyes filled with tears. "No, Lily, you're mine." He had everything money could buy. But this was what truly mattered.